Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this panel discussion, The Winning Edge Lessons from Pitch Deck and Debate Club. The brilliant past winners of Vikasa debate and pitch deck competition. These participants have not only won at branch level, but has also gone ahead and represented Pune at regional level. Today, we'll dive into their experience, what they have learned, and their advice for future participants. Let's begin. So, Mr. Abhishek Purani, can you tell what debate competition format is like and what participants are expected to do and the rules of debate in brief?
Yeah. So thank you very much, Shreyas. First of all, I would like to thank Pune Vikasa for giving me this opportunity and on behalf of everyone, to showcase and to mentor our juniors regarding the NTS debate and pitch deck competitions. Because I think it is very essential that we conduct these sessions nowadays, because so that more and more students can participate in the same. So, to answer your question, first of all, that the rules of the debate competition and what exactly is the debate competition. So, first of all, everyone, a list of topics is released by the branch, and then every person has to select a topic, and whatever the topic he or she has chosen, he has to prepare for both. Uh, he also has to prepare for the topic and also for against the topic, and then accordingly the students are called out when they arrive at the branch, and the cheats are prepared, and then accordingly whatever option each student gets for and against, they have to speak for it. And after this preliminary round, the top six students, whatever the number of students are, participants are, the top six students are chosen, and means six from the for side and six from the against side. So, like this top six students, and these number can also vary depending upon how the participation is, so on and so forth. And then accordingly in the final round, the total time which is allowed to each pair, it shall be 10 minutes. So it is divided into 3 minutes for side and 3 minutes against side, and then whatever the for and against, whatever the arguments are put forth in the debate, and for counter argument we get additional 2 minutes for each side. So that is how this 10 minutes is divided. And during this rebuttal round, whatever the judges say, at times, it is also observed that there is chaos can be created, or debate is such a topic, it can also go haywire. So at this moment the final decision of the judges is at their discretion, and they can decide who will go forward and what topic will prevail if anyone is distracted from the topic. So these are majorly the rules of debate competition.
Thank you, Abhishek. I have one doubt that have you how to decide first you are going for topic or against topic? How is it?
So, for example, if the branch gives us a list of topics, and then we convey our topic to the branch, and then for that topic, means what I had also done is I had prepared for both, for also for the motion and against the motion. So when I get to the branch, and then I get to know whether I'm preparing for the topic or against the topic. So because I have prepared for both, for and against, and I get the clarity when I go to the branch, and then I can finally deliver my presentation or my debate for the topic. So you have to prepare for both, for the motion and against the motion on any topic that you choose from the list of topics.
Okay, thank you, Abhishek.
Yeah, yeah.
The next question is for Rahul Mali. What pitch deck is about? What is the structure of a pitch deck competition, and what is the idea behind it, and how does it work?
Okay, first and foremost, it's actually great to see all the efforts taken by Pune Vikasa on the Sunday morning. So, and coming back to your question, look, you have asked me if I have to structure the question. So, there is what, why, and how. So, first and foremost, what is pitch deck competition? So, to say list, I can say a pitch deck competition is just like any other talent show. The only difference is that instead of singing and dancing, we have to perform a business idea in a very short, crisp, clear, and powerful presentation within 15 minutes, let's say. So the ultimate goal here is to convince the judges that our idea is actually valuable and can solve a very difficult problem and can grow into a successful business. So, in short, if I have to say for general understanding, what we can say that pitch deck competition is nothing but a short Shark Tank light, nothing but Shark Tank light, right? And coming to the second question, then I have discussed what is pitch deck competition. So now why pitch deck competition? So look, ICI wants the students to actually uh, go and participate in the various events to develop their entrepreneurial mindset. So this is the objective behind organizing this competition is to actually cultivate a way of thinking, approaching the opportunity, and to create a mindset to be creative, resourceful, and understand the risk and uncertainty and solve the problems. With a broad view to inculcate these skills in the students, our alma mater, ICI, has included this competition into the National Talent Hunt. So, ICI wants to actually achieve three objectives to think like entrepreneurs, learn how to solve real life problems, and to develop team building activities. Now, coming to the next question, which is how. So, to actually how the pitch deck competition is being held, the ICI announces some rules. To sum it up, what we can say, I have 5 steps. First of all, we need to choose a problem that we actually care about. So, because investors actually fund solution and not but they fund the problems which are worth solving. So प्रॉब्लम ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि जो बहुत ही रिलेटेबल हो एंड कन्विंसिंग हो. So choosing a problem is the first and foremost thing that we need to decide. For example, in our preparation, we have chosen a problem which was unemployment. So similarly, you can choose problems like plastic waste or something like food delivery or some student stress as well. Then second step is to actually create a solution. Your solution is the story's hero. It turns frustration into opportunity. The frustration which was problem, so it is converted into the opportunity. So on the second step, you need to find the solution. Then you need to prepare the pitch deck, which is suggested in a format by ICAI in Annexure A. Then you need to present that before the judges within 15 minutes. And the final and the most important step is actually Q&A round. So on the basis of the understanding of your pitch, judges will ask you the questions and then you need to answer them. So overall, the winner of the branch level will go to the regional, and again the winners of the regional level will go to the national, and the final winner will get rupees prize of 21,000 and the runner up will get 11,000 as well. So overall, ICI has really made it to the next level. So this was all about what is pitch deck, how the pitch deck competition is being held, and why pitch deck as well.
Okay, thank you, Rahul.
So now let's introduce all panelists to our audience. So all panelists, tell your name one by one, which competition you participated, and what was your idea.
Yeah. So can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. My name is Abhishek Puranik. Currently, I'm pursuing my industrial training from Bharat Petroleum in Mumbai. And talking about the participation, I had participated recently in debate competition in National Talent from Pune branch, and I won the branch level there, and had the opportunity, and was very grateful to represent Pune branch at the regional level in Mumbai. Yeah, so it was overall a very great experience. Got to learn a lot, got to network a lot, and got very new ideas and what can be done better. You get to see these very talented individuals and get to learn a lot from them. So that was a great experience. Thank you.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Yes, it's an absolute pleasure to be here On behalf of all my fellow panelists, I again thank Pune Vikasa for giving us this wonderful opportunity. I'm Jainam, and last year I had an opportunity in participating in the competition of pitch deck. It was a great experience of learning, experimentation, and creativity. I had the chance to work alongside two brilliant minds who are with us now, Rahul Mali and Kemaya Shah. Together, we created a pitch, built a model, and executed it. Not just with strategy, but with lot of fun, late night discussions, and real growth. Our idea was under the name Saksham, aimed to bridge the gap between the skilled individuals and the companies looking for them. As Rahul already said, we were solving the problem of unemployment. The journey showed us how powerful collaboration can be and how simple idea when nurtured with effort and intent can go long way.
Yeah, so good morning, everyone. My name is Dhruv. I had participated in the debate national talent hunt competition and had the wonderful opportunity to present Pune branch at the regional level in Mumbai. I was alongside Abhishek. The debate competition was on individual level, but we both were representing the Pune branch over there. And yeah, overall, it was a great experience as we'll be delivering more on it later. But yeah, it was a wonderful opportunity provided to us by Vikasa and was a great experience overall.
Hi everyone, my name is Maya Sharma, and as Zainab said, I was one of our teammates. I, Zainab and Rahul had participated in the pitch deck competition with our startup idea Saksham, and we've moved forward from branch level to regional level, representing the Pune branch there. It was an absolute experience where we learned, where we grew, and we had an opportunity to present our ideas and get practical feedbacks. So it's a great uh, it's a great thing that this Vikasa has organized by taking our inputs, because when we were participating in such events, we would have been grateful if we had someone to guide us. And thank you so much, Vikasa, for having us here.
As we have already discussed, my name is Rahul Mali. So I had participated along with Janam and Kimaya in the pitch deck competition last year, and the idea was to solve the problem of unemployment, which will we discuss in the session later. And look, the pitch deck competition is kind of new, so there are a lot of doubts. So actually, the format structure of the competition is also quite different. So there are many doubts regarding it, that how to prepare financials and all that stuff, how to actually prepare the presentation of the pitch deck in the specified format, and how to present it as well. So hoping to actually solve many doubts if possible. And over to you, Shreyas.
Thank you all. It's our pleasure to have all the winners in these sessions. So we would like to hear your journey from branch to regional. So my first question is for Dhruv. What was your first reaction when you found that you were selected for the regional level?
It's actually a funny question to start with. I don't think anything can beat that feeling, when they call your name and you have all of your friends cheering for you. In that moment, it did feel a bit surreal and a lot of overwhelming. But yeah, deep down, I won't say like it was a confidence, but I somewhere knew, yeah, I had done well. I had a chance to maybe, win this. But actually walking down on the stage to receive it, that was totally something else. There was also an instant realization, or I should say, a bit of excitement that now I'll have an opportunity to represent at a bigger stage in Mumbai. And also, it was a beautiful mix of joy, pride, and most importantly, excitement about the next stage. That feeling, where all of your hard work finally pays off, and it's like nothing can beat it. Absolutely loved it, and I don't think we can put it in words, to be honest. It's something you have to experience it, you feel it on your own. So yeah, it was a great experience. Go there, win the competition, and go on a stage to collect the award and know what's up ahead in the journey for you to represent the branch at a bigger stage. It's a great feeling.
Thank you, Dhruv.
Our next question is to Ms. Kimaya Shah. How did your team prepare differently for regional round as compared to the branch level?
Okay, so how differently? I'd say that, as Dhruv mentioned, that he had somewhat confidence that he has done well. We were completely opposite. We hadn't expected to win the branch level. We all three were extremely shocked by the decision, and that's not because we lacked confidence or something, but we thought that all the ideas were equally good, and there was a very tough competition. So when we were selected, we knew what we had to work on, because I'd say that at regionals you need to be more thorough with your pitch. When we pitched at our branch level, the then judges had critically reviewed and provided us a very detailed feedback and what all our shortcomings were. Because when we represent Pune at regional level, you don't have to sound like naive or inexperienced. And that's what we did. We worked on our shortcomings, we catered to our lackings, and we were definitely better at regionals.
Thank you, Kimaya. Now our next question is open to all. What differences did you notice in level of competition, audience, and your confidence at regional level?
Yeah. So can I go first?
Yes.
Yeah. So first of all, I think going to the regional level, there was equally we were also excited, but also very nervous when it comes to our performance. And what I noticed personally was multiple talented individuals like us, like-minded people like us, who had that ambition, who had that hunger for success at the regional level. And what I noticed was everyone had a unique ability. While speaking for a debate, I will speak. Someone had the quality of voice modulation while they were speaking. Someone jotted down the points correctly, and they were able to make it perfectly in the rebuttal round. So everyone had this unique ability in them and unique skills in them, which made them really very special. And hence it was a very great learning experience, and also got to network a lot. Got to know from which other domains, which other cities people are coming in, and how they prepared differently, and and what can be done to improve whatever our level is, so that next time we can how we can perform better. So all this, all in all, it was a great learning experience. It also increased our own productivity, our how we should prepare ourselves better the next time, what better can be done, because I think there is always a scope for improvement. Nobody is perfect, we are all here to learn. So yeah, all in all, it was a very great memorable experience.
Yeah, the thing was, as Abhishek said rightly, कि वहाँ पे all the winners of 36 branch of the regions came. So we were at the Pune city level. So there were low participation as compared to the regional level, because there are 36 other groups as well. So which are participating and competing at the same time. So I think to compare with the competition, the regional was next level compared to branch. Then uh, about the people who we met there. Actually, the mindset and the qualities, that hunger, as Abhishek rightly said, is at a whole different level. So I think it's overall a really different, nice experience to go to the regional and compete there as well.
Just to add up to what Abhishek and Rahul had said, regional is like a completely different ball game. Of course, the intensity level of competition is pretty high there. But also one thing which I noticed, which was pretty significant, was the audience. Like at the branch level, we are used to seeing our friends or like familiar faces. But at the regional level, it's completely different. It's completely strangers, and you're talking in front of a completely new crowd who don't know you, but somehow some of the groups they still had their supports there. They were able to utilize it. So at the regional level, at a point, you might get a bit overwhelmed by the audience cheering for or against you. But I can again, this like a part of a game. It's part of a competition, and if taken in a healthy way, it could help you too.
I just like to add one more thing, as Dhruv just mentioned, that audience are going to overwhelm you. You'll be super nervous, but there's only one way you can come back on your nervousness. Is that I'd say prep yourself so good that there's no room left for nervousness. That's only thing that is going to take you ahead, because each and every speech, and mark my word, whether it is debate or pitch, it is equivalently good. If you want to make a stand out there in front of all so many audience and judges, you need to be very well prepared.
Yes, it was a different, very good experience actually with competing with 36 branches, meeting so many people, and really branch at branch when we competed that built our confidence and that helped us a lot in presenting at Mumbai. Yes, on to the host.
Thank you, everyone. Let's take a deep dive into debate competition. Abhishek, how do you structure your argument in a debate to make it impactful?
Okay. Yeah. So to answer that question, so if, for example, if you are given and you have to speak for the motion, then if it is your first chance, then what you can do is, there is our means first we are speaking, right? So whatever points you have made, because we get some time, as I already mentioned, when we select the topic, we have to prepare for both for and against. So whatever point you have mentioned, you can just summarize them briefly. Just give a proper bullet points, or whenever you're speaking, highlight and stress more on the words which you think are very important, and quantify whatever you are speaking forever, data and statistics for whatever topics you are speaking. It makes it more impactful. And what I would say is, for the rebuttal round also, whenever the opponent is giving any counter argument, so jot down the points, or memorize that points on what he is speaking, and what can be said against that points. And sometimes the argument works in your favor, and you can use it to your own advantage. So that is what I have also realized in this debate competition also. So these are some points which I think can really help. And always having a clear and concise approach, not speaking too much, and at the same time not speaking too little, but and making eye contact with everybody, the judges, the co-participant, and having that body language. You should command the entire room, like your presence must get felt. So that is all I think, and it is all about against the confidence. You should be confident when you are speaking, even if you know that the topic is slightly overweight towards for or against, but still your arguments or your speaking should be such that it should dominate that room and that debate. Yeah, thanks.
Dhruv, how did you handle rebuttal or pressure during the debate if your opponent is more aggressive?
I think this is a very important question to deal with. As Abhishek rightfully mentioned, rebuttal rounds are very important. So the way rebuttal rounds work is after you and your opponent have presented your own point of views, your own arguments, you have been given a certain amount of time to openly counter and talk with each other. You can cut each other off, you can present your arguments over each other, which naturally tends to get a bit more aggressive in a topic such as a debate. So I think dealing with rebuttal rounds, especially when your opponent is being aggressive, requires you to have a strong presence of mind in that moment. But again, I would say the crux of the debate is not matching the aggression of your opponent, but staying in focused on your own points, your own arguments, and presenting them effectively. I remember one example during my debate at the branch level. During the rebuttal round, my opponent was being overly aggressive to a point where he was just putting forth his arguments just for the sake of it. But at that moment, I just reminded myself that I don't have to match his level of aggression. I just have to be clear, listen to what he's saying, and find logical gaps between his arguments. which ultimately helped me winning the round. Now, this same was also carried forward to the regional round where the competition gets way more intense. I would say another important factor which will help you in this is utilizing that period of 7 days which you get after the topics are assigned to you for the regional levels. So usually, like a week before the regional competition, you have been assigned the topics. You're not told whether you will be speaking for or against the topic, but you know the topic uh, beforehand. So what you can do is you can interact with your friends or your colleagues, try to get in their point of views, try to get in what they think about the topic. That way, you will be more prepared for the rebuttal rounds and what arguments your opponents can use at that time. But again, I would say it all comes down to having that presence of mind in that moment. As Abhishek said, you can always have a pen and paper to note down what all things your opponent has said, to keep in mind what all gaps your opponent has left, wherein you can come in and take the advantage. So yeah, I will say it's all come down to how much attentive and present you are at that moment and how well you're able to utilize the gaps left by your opponent.
Thank you, Dhruv and Abhishek. Now, our next question is for both our debaters. What will be your message for students who hesitate to participate in such competitions? Because many students have stage fear, so they don't participate in such competitions. So, what will you guide them?
Yeah. So, what I would say is, firstly, we as a CA students, mostly students don't participate, be it debate or be it any competitions. We are known to be just technically sound. On the soft skills part, CAs are not preferred as much. So, the purpose of ICI in organizing these competitions is to build these soft skills as a CA students or as a CA professional. So, and what I have observed is, don't just participate in this competition just for the sake of having an edge over others in your CV. And what I have personally experienced is participating in these competitions, be it debate, be it any competition, it gives you a level of confidence. When you go onto the stage, when you speak in front of 50 people, let's say, or 100 people, or anything, it gives you a certain level of confidence, and that confidence is applicable and it can be used at any level of your career and at any level of your life. That gives you a confidence in your articleship, wherever you are going in the social circle. So what I think is, we should look at this from this point of view. Participating in these competitions will certainly elevate your career also, and will also help you in life. And talking about how to overcome stage fear, how I overcome stage fear is, right from my OC classes. I used to practice daily. Once during OC batches, we are given opportunity to speak in front of 50 people. There we have a batches of 50 people around. So I started from there. Daily speaking in front of people. And if not specifically for the OC batch, you can start simply by recording yourself in front of camera and speaking yourself in front of a mirror, trying out the body language, what suits you, and how well you can look, how confident you can look when you are speaking. So it is all about, I think, confidence, and it is all about mindset. So it gives you a certain public image also, public identity also. And do participating in these competitions also helps you to network with different people. For example, I have got a very great bunch of people, for example, in this panel itself. uh, Means, had I not participated in these competitions, I would not have got to know that what all is outside the CA books, what all is outside my articleship firm. So this is an added advantage. And whatever I'm doing right now, I think, altogether a different individual because of participating in this competition. Yeah.
Just to add to what Abhishek said, those who are dealing with the stage fear, I think we all have been there at some point of time. We all still feel it too, that nervousness, that bit of fear before going into stage. But I think it's temporary. And once you are on the stage and you start speaking, you get the flow and something, suddenly starts clicking for you. You feel way more courage. You feel way more expressive for your thoughts. And I think it's a lifelong journey. You're going to grow through this experience in your life, and it will be helpful throughout various stages in your life going forward. And I think we all should just strive to, just sign up for these competitions without thinking much. It's more about just jumping it, just giving it a shot, not thinking about winning or losing or just being there. Just having that courage to just show up to these competitions is, I think, more than enough. I think you'll be surprised what you can achieve and what you're capable of if you never tried.
Thank you so much, Dhruv and Abhishek. Now let's deep dive into pitch deck. So Rahul Mari, can you briefly explain what exactly was your startup idea?
So when the competition is actually announced by the ICI Pune, so we were searching the problem, and since my childhood as well, so we all have seen that the India's population is growing. So the major gap which I found is actually the problem of unemployment. So there is on the student side there is a lack of skills and knowledge which the industry actually requires, and on the company side, what we can say, the prospective employees don't have the skills that they actually require in their job. So we have built actually a platform which helps, guides, assists to choose the best career option, and which also helps the industry to actually get the people with the skill sets they require. So this was the problem which we have identified and worked on it. And together by discussing, brainstorming, we came with the idea of actually how we will earn the revenue, what is our revenue model, then where will our cost go, how we can actually take this idea to the next level. So this was the snapshot of our pitch deck.
That was fantastic, Rahul. Uh, Kimaya, how did you structure your pitch? This was about the idea, but main important thing is how you structure it, how you present it.
So, talking about how our structure was for the pitch deck, as everyone must be aware that we are given the specific guidelines, like how you need your pitch to move, and we were adhering to those guidelines just to give you a gist of what those guidelines are and to explain it in how we incorporated those in our pitch. I'd like to explain those guidelines one by one. So first one is to identify what your problem is that you're going to what what is that problem that you're proposing to solve, and explain it that how that problem is very important to be solved to the judges and to the audience. That is number one thing that you do. The second is introduce your idea, your startup, as a solution to that problem. How your solution, your startup idea is going to cater to that problem, address that problem, and solve it. How practical your solution is very important. Provide your statistics, provide evidence to support whatever your idea is, and make judges believe in your startup. The next thing is that what are the market opportunities? What you have to do is narrow down your target segment, what audience you're targeting, who will your customers will be, do you have any edge over others, and then you also have to list down what your competition is. Are there any existing competitors in this segment? What is your key USP, that is unique selling proposition? How you're going to stand out as compared to your competition? And why do you think you're going to sustain in that competition? You have to explain this to the judges. Then is your revenue model. In revenue model, you will pitch about how you are planning to generate revenue. Even if you have a very good startup idea and it's not able to generate revenue, the audience won't or the judges won't go for it. You have to be very clear what your revenue source is, how you are going to manage the workings of your like whatever your product is, and how is it going to be profitable. Then comes explaining about your team, who all your team members are, and what their expertise brings to the table. You need to be very clear about what things you need. For example, of our startup as Saksham, we needed a technical team So we had to ensure that we get some technical services also. So the more you deep dive into your startup idea, you will get what the problems are and that you need to cater. And do you have those teammates in your team to cater it? The next one is what are the milestones you have achieved and what are you planning to achieve? Being being far-sighted is what is going to help judges believe that you believe in your own idea. Then is the financial projections. You have to financially project all the revenues, incomes, and what all your future estimated financials are, and then only you can call to action. You have to ask the judges for your what you need from them. If you need what like funding, what you basically need from them, and that's how the whole 15 minutes are to be divided. Keep in mind that each and every point is ticked. You leave any one of this out, and then judges are going to question it and give answers before judges even question. That is going to give you an edge over others.
Kimia, did you make any changes to your pitch deck between branch level and regional level? If yes, then what was the changes?
So, addressing to the changes, yes, we definitely made a lot of changes. Uh, I like to address branch level as a dress rehearsal and the regional level as a main show. So, and when you do the dress rehearsal, you know that what all things are you lacking and what you need to do better. And also, the judges also helped us by giving us very valuable feedback and to highlight some of the changes that we did. First one is we changed the presentation of it. We made it more appealing, more informative that wasn't there at the branch level. Then we modified the structure of a delivery. There are two things. One, that you plain pointly tell whatever your pitch is, and second, you make people engaged and attentive and relate with what your problem is and what its solution is. So that is what we changed. We changed the delivery. We made it more interactive. We asked rhetorical questions. We challenged audience into thinking about whether this problem has a solution or what do you think the solution works or not. Asking questions and making it interactive is what helps engaging the audience. One more thing that we did, we incorporated financials also uh, into our presentation. At branch level, we had given the existing figures, but when we went for the regionals, we also added the prospective figures for the upcoming years. And one more thing that we also did is we improvised a lot. We rehearsed, we practiced, and we solved, like we tried to solve all the questions that came to our mind. This is the all the changes we did from branch to regional.
Thank you so much, Kimaya. Mr. Jainam Jain, one important question in pitch deck. Your fellow teammates have explained us how the pitch is, what is its structure. But the most important thing is how do you prepare? Now, ICI gives certain guidelines which tells us that you should prepare revenue model, milestone, financial, etc., etc. But how should we go about doing it practically?
A very valid question, actually, Shreyas. In fact, we had the same confusion during our branch level competition. But after speaking with the judges of the branch level competition, in the feedback session, we understood what is actually expected by them. See, when you are building a hypothetical startup for competition, you are not expected to produce audited financial statements or real world based balance sheets. But what is expected is your model should be realistic, research based, and logically convincing. It should convince judges that it can really exist with these numbers. See, start with research. Look at companies which are of your similar space, of your segment. Look at your competitors, see their numbers, what are they business models, what are their target markets, what are their pricing strategies, customer base, pricing models. When you look at your competitors and research on them, then you get to know then where your company is standing today, and you can accordingly estimate your numbers. Sorry. uh, when you go about revenue model, you should be clear about your revenue. How will you make money? What are your sources of money, like pricing, subscription, commission, or product, whatever it is. You should support with your idea, estimate your numbers based on companies other competitors benchmarks. Financial projections, obviously financials should include balance sheet, P&L, cash flow statements, ratio analysis, and key factor analysis too. Also about growth assumptions, you should also state your projected financials for upcoming years too, not only current year, which will make our investors, in short our judges, rely that our company will grow in the coming years by this ratio or by this rate. Milestone should also be mentioned, that what has our company achieved in the past and what will the company will be achieving in the coming years. The ultimate objective is convincing our judges. See, you don't need to be perfect, but you need to be you need to convince judges that our company can exist and we have researched on it. सी अल्टीमेटली अगर अपने आइडिया में दम है तो उसको उसके पीछे प्लानिंग भी दिखनी चाहिए, वही जजेस को दिखाना है अपन को. यस, ऑन टू होस्ट.
Thank you, Jairam. That's the fantastic answer. Now, Rahul, I want to ask you that there is a rule regarding time limit in pitch deck presentation. So, is it okay to take more time? थोड़ा इधर उधर चलता है कि कैसे रहता है?
टू बी से मतलब जो टाइम के लिए रहता है एट द what ICI has given to the judges how to mark the pitch deck presentation, there are marks for the time limit as well. So but apart from marks as well, what we can think is like there are 36 teams at the regional level. So if each team is getting 15 minutes, so actually the competition will go through the whole day. Means so there is a shortage of time. So what I suggest कि time limits के लिए marks भी होते हैं, and the judges at the regional level will get means they have to remember all 36 pitches. So please try to complete your pitch within the time itself, because उसके भी marks होते हैं. Plus there is a thing कि if you are completing in time, then it also shows the judges that you are time bound and consistent about it. So I think the pitch should get well within the time itself, because we were short at the regional as well by 1 or 2 minutes. So this was the thing.
Kimia, how thoroughly should one be prepared to handle the judges' question, both at the branch level and at the regional level also?
Yes, that's a very, very important question. Before I go on to that question, I'd just like to add one thing to the previous question, as how Rahul said about the time limit. See, there is one more thing. If you don't complete it in 15 minutes, the judges will start pressing the buzzer. They'll continuously, like after every 10 seconds or 20 seconds, they'll keep reminding you that your time is over, and that is going to give you additional pressure to finish the piece, and that is not a good impression. You will get quite nervous at the end, and you will tend to forget what you are going to speak. Just don't let that happen. Practice it well enough that you're going to finish it in 15 minutes. More or so, keep it 2-3 minutes lesser. That is fine. But once you get that pressure, it gets extremely difficult for you to continue and keep up your rapport. So, coming on to the question about the questions of the judges, I'll be very honest with every future participants. Expect to be grilled by the questions. Judges are not going to go easy on you. The questions are going to be very, very tough. But as the saying goes, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. That is the only thing that you can do. And for that, I'll recommend prepare so thoroughly that you are capable of answering each and every possible question regarding your pitch. For that, what you can do is practice your pitch in front of your friends, your families, your colleagues, and take feedback from them. Let them ask you questions. Let them come up with the possible questions, or what questions can be come in the real life if you went with ahead with this proposal and all, and solve those questions, give them answers, be ready with the answers of the question. As soon as the judge finishes asking questions, you should be ready with your answer. That is going to help make an impression that you were thoroughly prepared, you have thought this through, which is a very good impression. One more thing I like is to, whenever you go on answering a question, let your answer be well researched and backed by numbers, real numbers. That is going to help judges believe that whatever you're answering is practically possible. Also, three things that is going to get you past questions. Number one, your knowledge. Number two, your ability to think on your feet. And number three is your confidence. You need to look right in judges' eyes when you give them your answer. These are the three things that will definitely help you get past through questions. Yes, it will be a little overwhelming when judges ask you a question and you may get a little bit nervous, but you have to believe in your idea so much that you know it is going to practically work, and you just have to make them believe this. If you're not confident in your idea yourself, don't expect judges to invest in them. That's it.
Thank you, Kimaya. Very well answered. Your all guidance will definitely help our students. Now let's move to some reflections and emotions. Mr. Dhruv, not qualifying for national level must be tough. Yeah. So how did you handle the emotions?
Yeah. Uh, yes. So not qualifying for the national level was definitely tough. After putting in all those efforts, you've made it so far. You've come this far. You have done all your research. You presented it well, but still somehow, there was a bit of a difference from you and the winning edge. And I think it's fine, but it definitely stings. And I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, on that day when the results were announced. But I think most importantly, what helped us being in the moment, bouncing back was that I wasn't alone there. Like as I said, I had Abhishek with me. We also had other participants with me. It was a bit of a like nice interactive sessions wherein we all were taking notes from each other, what went wrong. We all were reflecting with each other what we could have done better, what could be a more suitable outcome for us. So I would say it's not just about being disappointed or the result. I think it was a beautiful experience just to be there, to listen to other people's, to present your own arguments there. At the moment, it does feel a bit disappointing, but you can get over it. I think just be reflective on what went wrong, what could have been a better outcome for you, and work on it. I think it's a journey. There would be multiple such instances where you win and where you sometimes lose, but don't let them become your setbacks. And it you not winning the competition doesn't just mean that's end there. It just means that your journey has just taken like a different path, and it's absolutely fine, I guess. But yeah, it was a great experience overall. So and also got to meet a lot of people. So that kind of like overshadowed the losing there for me.
Yes, the most important thing is that take the positive. Either you win or either you learn. Yes.
Yeah, surely.
Mr. Jainam, despite the result, what was the one moment that you are really proud of during your entire journey?
See, representing Pune branch at regional level in itself is a proud moment for us. uh, and meeting participants from various branches, exchanging our ideas, experiencing that energy. It was really incredible. Exploring a city like Mumbai with our teammates, colleagues, learning and having fun along the way. It's something that always stays in happy pages of our diary. It was really an incredible journey, really, and we had a lot of fun.
Thank you, Jainam. The next question is open to all the panelists. How has participating in these competitions help you in real life? either in studies, articleship, confidence, or in communication?
See, firstly, it build our confidence. uh, the confidence which we gained in the branch level, it helped us in regional level and also in various competitions which we took part in various other Pune organized by Pune branch. Also, it helped me personally in hosting the NatCon of 2024. The confidence was really the main part, and exchanging ideas with different people, meeting new people. It was very great thing, I think.
Yeah, just to add to what Janam said, I think it was a bit of a surprise element of what it showed, what we are capable of. To be honest, going into the branch level competition, it was a Sunday morning, and I was a bit skeptical about going. To be honest, like a Sunday morning, we'll go, we'll participate, and all that. But I'm so glad I took that jump and I gave it a shot because it was an experience which was worth cherishing. And to be honest, this type of competitions teaches you what you're capable of, what you can really achieve. Sometimes we undermine ourselves way too much. We get too lost into comparing ourselves with others. So this kind of competitions puts you into a perspective, and also it also spills to uh, other parts of your life, such as as you mentioned, articleship. It can help you gain a confidence there. It can help you stand out from the others, from your colleagues, to stand up, to take that leadership role throughout your life. So I'd say it's a great experience to just jump and just give it a shot. Don't think about the results, just and enjoy the experience over there.
For me, it like I mean it has helped me to develop the thinking capacity. Means if in the entrepreneurial spirit, if I visit some place and if I see some business, so I automatically like to calculate how it will, what is the revenue model of the business and what about it, how they will function. So yeah, I think whatever the objective of ICI was to actually develop entrepreneurial mindset, I think it helped me in that as well to ask a critical business that what will be the problems faced by business, how can we solve that problem. So it automatically in the background we think of it and tries to find the solution as well. So that was one point.
For me, I would say uh, definitely it was very knowledgeable because you would be surprised with what pitches are delivered there at regionals. You won't be like expecting it. Like, okay, this is the pitch, and yeah, this is very expectable, and nothing. Everything is so spontaneous. You would be like, oh, this can also be a good startup idea, and that helps you broaden your horizon. That helps you thinking out of the box. And once, see, first experience is it won't be that you will be the best of everything, but at least you're done with the hard part. Now just you need to think out of the box. You already know how it works, how you have to go, what your shortcomings are. You just need to work. So I think starting somewhere is the hardest part, and once you're done with it, everything is easy. Everything is a like, cakewalk for you. One more thing this competition has helped me is while I was interviewing for my industrial training, and when the interviewer, you don't expect interviewers questions beforehand. So when they ask you questions, it is as similar with the questions asked by the judges, and you need to be prepared. You just know what position you're interviewing for, and you are just going to prepare around that position, but you cannot expect the exact questions, and this helped me a lot. We didn't expect judges questions, but uh, when we answered them, I was able to believe in myself that I am capable of thinking on my feet, and this actually helps in interviews, because there you don't expect questions, but the answers you give is going to definitely help you get your job. And I guess that actually helped me landing my industrial training at UPS. So I'll definitely recommend, even if you don't think that it is in you to go there, stand out in front of so many people and speak. Trust me, in the process, you're going to learn something that might not help you in that competition to win the competition, but in your future, in your articleship, whether you're doing articleship, industrial training, or in future, like interviewing for jobs. And also, there are great networking opportunities. You have to be open for networking. You meet a lot of like-minded people. You never know, you might actually start a startup. So just restricting yourself by giving not taking the opportunity you have in hand, will you'll definitely regret it someday. And just don't think about it. You should definitely participate.
Okay, so before moving to the next question, we have a question from the audience. Is there any criteria for preparing PPT for pitch deck, like number of slides and other?
There is no criteria about number of slides, but in general, they say that 15 slides should be enough, and the the time limit is 15 minutes. So you have to think accordingly. You cannot make a 50 slides PPT. You won't be able to cover it. And keep in mind the guidelines given by the ICAI. They are more than enough and they're self-explanatory. You keep that in mind and you're good to go.
Next question is for Abhishek. What would be your advice to someone preparing for the debate competition this year?
Yeah. What my advice would be at the end will be to have that confidence. First and every foremost thing is to have that confidence, have that mindset that yes, you can do it, and just participate, not just for winning, to do something unique, to do something new. And I think whatever may happen, you either win or lose, you get to meet so many different kind of people. You get to learn, you become a better individual. The next time you would participate, you would be a better person, as you would observe everyone who is participating, what to do, what not to do. You get to understand so many things. So what I would say is just first of all have that self belief that yes, you can do it. Have that confidence. I think these two are the most important thing. And I would also go on to say, fake it till you make it. Even if you don't have that confidence, even if you are, your hands are shivering, speaking in front of many people, have that, show the people around you that you are confident. It creates an impact, and it helps make you a better person, in terms of the audience, also in terms of in the minds of judges also. So confidence and self belief are the two most important things, and I would highly encourage everyone to participate in all kinds of competition which ICA organizes. And even if you have any further queries, which due to the shortage of time we could not answer, so you can connect with any one of us on LinkedIn. With You can contact Pune branch. We are available for help all the time. Any guidance you need, you can contact me or anyone, I think, for that matter, on this panel. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. Same question to Jainam Jain. What advice would you give to your future pitch deck participants, especially in terms of presentation?
Yes, Abhishek actually rightly said that positive mindset and confidence are the most important things. But along with this, for pitch deck in particular, I would like to say that keep your core strong. The core is the base, I think. Your startup idea should be realistic, practical, and something that actually can be executed in real life. If the idea feels vague or too far fetched, it's hard to build credibility. Secondly, when you present your pitch, it matters just as much as idea itself. You might be brilliant, you might have brilliant concept, but it's important to communicate it too. When you are not able to connect with the audience or judges, then it's very difficult that your pitch will be, though you have a very good concept of your pitch, but if you're not able to communicate it, then it's very difficult actually. The more engaging and creative your pitch is, the more it stays with audience. What we saw in at the regional level was the creativity of the pitches. For example, someone came with a guitar and he started the pitch with a guitar. Someone started with act. So like It was really an eye opener for us too. हाँ यार ऐसे भी हो सकता है, ऐसा हमें लगा था मतलब. So bring your personality into your pitch, be confident, and don't hesitate to experiment. Remember, an idea becomes powerful only when it's felt, not just heard. And of course, I would like to hear from our teammates Kimaya, Rahul. What will you add?
I would like to, as you mentioned about that guitar thing, I recall that team which she mentioned, they actually presented the idea. They were working on it. They had launched their startup. They were actually, the startup was in progress. They uh, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was some services they gave, like organizing event management services, and they were actually doing it in their real life. Their projections were real. Everything was real, and you would be surprised to know that people that age and this age, they are doing so many things. So that was a very good thing to start with. Like they came and they performed a event, and that was going to capture your eyes. One of the pitches, they started with a conversation about something, and that made you really think like, oh, where is this going? And you're completely engaged with them for the whole 15 minutes. They don't let you lose attention, and that is what is going to take you in, will make you stand out, will make you help an impression that is going to last long. See, there are 36 teams, 36 pitches, and only one is going to go forward. So you should be making an impression that lasts all the 36 other impressions. And being creative is one thing that is going to help it. Rahul, any inputs?
Yeah, one more thing which I feel is like it should feel like storytelling because people generally love to hear stories so that it will be more relatable to them. So if you tell your problem and solution in a storyline, so I think that would be more relatable to them, and that would be more relatable. Plus, actually, they can feel it as well. So I think it should be told in a story like format. So that was one additional point which I want to.
Thank you so much, everyone. Now, last but not least, many students hesitate to participate thinking they won't win. They'll overthink that would I go to regional, would I go to national. So, what would you say to them? The question is open to all panelists.
To start with, I would say that having the courage itself to show up to this competition is more than enough. We should not get over ourselves, think too much going forward. I think it's more like a journey. The whole competition will be having a lot of good experiences, maybe some bad experiences, but that's again the part of it. You meet a lot of people, you find the new things about yourself, which might even surprise you. You also it also helps you in your career. It also helps you in your work, in your personal life. So I'd say don't just think about winning or losing or the next stage of competition. Just try to participate as much as possible, and yeah, you'll surely enjoy the journey. It's pretty nice.
See, winning and losing are two parts of a coin, but it's important to participate, and it helps a lot to build confidence and with lot of learnings we get. We find our new version of ourselves. So I think everyone should take a part and not think about winning or losing.
I'd like to quote Chris Grosser here. Opportunities don't happen, you create them. And this is a very important saying. You don't wait for opportunities to come knocking at your door and then you participate. This is one thing that has come to you. Please take enroll yourself. What the worst will happen that you won't get selected for the regionals, but the best can happen to nationals. What are the odds? You have to choose which side of the coin you want, and not participating is that you're losing both the sides. one more thing, please remember, fortune favors the brave. If you don't step up and participate, you're never going to go to nationals anyway. Might as well try and participate. And the only limit to our realizations of tomorrow is our doubts of today. So if you keep doubting yourself today, there won't be a better tomorrow. You'll be doubting yourselves again tomorrow. The hard part I told you is just doing the registration part. Once you're done, then you have no going back, no stepping back. You'll prepare yourself, you'll go onto the stage, you'll deliver your speech. The worst will happen that you're not going to qualify for the regionals. But that is not going to make a difference. Not once, not twice, but the third time you'll definitely be well prepared and you may not know, you might represent Pune at nationals. So, of course, I'm not trying to sound too cliche, but suffer खूबसूरत है मंजिल से भी. Don't worry about winning. Just think about what all you're going to gain along the journey. You're going to make good friends, good network. Your confidence is going to boost. You'll have the courage to face questions, not about even judges, but your interviewers also. And there's nothing to lose. So I'll highly recommend and encourage you guys to please participate.
Thank you, everyone. To conclude, we'll play a last rapid fire round, which all of you panelists have to answer in one word. So, one word to describe your regional experience.
I'll say a roller coaster ride.
I'd say
Nice.
competitive.
I would say Saksham, both at presentation and our learnings.
I would say expect the unexpected.
It's ICI. Yeah, after all, expect the unexpected.
Nice. So, the next question is that one snack food item you have right after your regional round.
I remember just after my branch competition, I had a nice bowl of ice cream. So I had my friend with me. We had to give him a treat. So we had a nice ice cream. So yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't remember
I
what we. Yeah, go on.
yeah, I mean, I really don't know the name of the dish, but I do remember the taste. So I guess
I actually also don't remember what we ate, but I remember that we were jamming after the session, and that was a pretty good experience.
Yes, even I don't remember what I had after the competition, but I do remember that we went to Geo World Center and we had an amazing experience there, and the photos we clicked were the best thing I think.
Okay. Now, the last question. If your competition journey was a movie title, what would it be?
I would say संभाल के, you never know what can happen in the next step. So always like संभाल के रहना, whatever you say, whatever you do. Yeah.
I would say Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. When you have a chance, you should do it.
I'd say Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. Definitely.
I mean, I would like to say that Three Idiots because we don't have actually what we want to present, but still we did it. So I mean, yeah, Three Idiots.
That's fantastic. Thank you all, our wonderful panelists. Your experiences from excitement of winning to learnings at regionals are so inspiring. To everyone watching, I hope this session encourages you to take the leap and participate in this amazing competition. Win or not, the growth is guaranteed. अब मुझे लगता है आपने जजेस का काम मुश्किल कर दिया. आपने इतना अच्छा गाइडेंस दिया है कि अभी सभी लोग अच्छा करेंगे. So let's see. Meet you guys at 20th April at debate and pitch day competition. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Shreyas and Vaibhav,
Thank
for
you.
organizing this, and it was a very good initiative. And I hope all the doubts of the prospective participants have been solved. And if anyone has any doubts, we all the panelists are open for your doubts. You can connect with us, right, as Abhishek said, that on LinkedIn. We'll be happy to help always. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Thank you for having us here. It was a pleasure to be able to guide the new batch coming in. Hopefully, they'll take this more forward. And yeah, it was a great time here. Thank you. And if any doubts still persist, you can always contact us. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. And the people who joined us, who are watching us, hopefully next time you will be the speakers of this panel discussion.
Thank you, everyone.